were smart. They were smarter than dolphins or whales. They were smarter than primates.
This summer, Universal Pictures brings you closer to the wonder, the mystery.
He's calling for help.
And the excitement.
Head for the trees!
Oh my God.
Of Jurassic Park.
Down, Billy!
Jurassic Park 3, rated PG-13.
They were smart.
Hello everyone, how are we doing? Just going to press play on Jurassic Park 3 in the background. Hello Masi. Hi, unfortunately I won't be able to make it tonight. See you next week, no worries. Xenomorph LV426 says, hey Jack, I wish Universal did something special for Jurassic Park 3. That's what we're doing right here, right tonight. That movie is special to me no matter what people say. It's special to me no matter what I say. Xenomorph LV46 says, the Spino is the most mysterious and fascinating in-gen creation. I hope we see it again. Yeah, me too. That exotic Fredbear 945 is legit, says, I can agree. Good afternoon, Pterodome. Good afternoon to you too. Now guess what? If you just saw that trailer at the beginning, that trailer is my favourite trailer for Jurassic Park 3, which I have been hunting in HD ever since I saw it on YouTube. Someone recorded it off the Discovery Channel. And when I mentioned this, someone who I'm completely forgetting sent me a link to it, like an HD version of it, on Instagram. And I think that they actually deleted their Instagram account, because I went through all my DMs trying to find it again. And then I hunted the internet, and then I eventually found the link, and I downloaded it, so I have it right here. So yeah, we actually have that really cool trailer, and there is another one which will play right at the end of this stream. And as you can see, wait, what the frick is going on with this Dino-Defenders logo? I've just noticed. What the hell? Why is that like that? That is bad form. It's meant to be that. There we go. Dino-Defenders logo. What the hell? Sicky T says, Jurassic Park 3 all caps. You should stay in all caps all night, Sicky. The Acro Faithful says, hello. Camille says, I love JP3, my favourite to rewatch. It is the easiest one just to sling on to stick in the background. But I do end up watching lots of it when it's on. But yes, so I poured myself a gin and lemonade because I didn't have any tonic. So here's to you, Jurassic Park 3. Great 20 years. I hope we get 20 more. Don't die on us, Jurassic Park 3, please. Cheers. And you can see I've adorned myself with the film playing in the background, which luckily my microphone will block. And I've got my React Attack Spinosaurus figure holding onto the mic for dear life. And I've got this Pteranodon next to me. This Hasbro Pteranodon from back in the day. You see? It was one I bought recently because I found it on eBay for like £12, and I was like, £12 for this? This seems quite rare for £12, so I got it. And I figured I'd hang it up, so it's got this elaborate I've got this elaborate setup where it's like hanging off the side here. Game 5 says, Jurassic Park 3, well, I wish they could have done awesome things with the herbivores, like taking a ride on one of the hadrosaurs, or the deleted scene with the Ankylosaurus and shit. Taking a ride on one of the hadrosaurs. Okay. Anyway, I've got work to do, so yeah, we can chat all Jurassic Park 3 this evening if we wish. But as we can see here, speaking of Dino-Defenders, I am working on this. So the head looks a bit wrong on that, but what I've done so far in this frame for the Megalosaurus is it's going to be like this. So let me get the layers up. Here we go. And obviously the lighting on the dinosaur is going to change, but I've done that, this, and then I'm working on the next layer. So this is a big shot because we've got 2 Megalosauruses in this shot to animate. I say we, it's going to be me, not just tonight. There's no way we're getting this frame finished. There's 2 Megalosauruses, and then I've got to animate the humans. The humans are gonna have rough animation, but yeah. So I'm currently doing the colours on this. Hello, Spectre. He says, "Yo, what's up, bro?" And then he says, "Hello, bro. I follow you since your Jurassic Park Toys video." Nice. Thank you very much. Long time watcher. You bring so many memories. Well, thank you very much. Hello, Siaka. He says, "It's my belief that Jurassic Park 3 has the best designs in the whole franchise. It has some pretty good ones, and it also has some pretty shit ones." I'm looking at you, Triceratops. I'm looking at you, Brachiosaurus. It's actually a pretty good setup, £12. Hey, you'll never find a bigger Jurassic Park 3 celebration video than this one right here. Guaranteed. No one is going to make a bigger Jurassic Park 3 celebration video than this. Trust me. By the way, just so you know, today is not the anniversary of the time I'm recording this is not the anniversary of Jurassic Park 3. But by the way, take a drink whenever I say Jurassic Park 3. But I will archive this. I'll push this live on the anniversary, so we won't miss out. Now I've got to do all these patterns, which I foresee being like the most awkward thing about these Megalosauruses, are these patterns. It's just making sure that they kind of line up. I've also got a bit of a cold, so that's probably like I'm coming down off of it. And it wasn't the old the VDC. So I've done many tests and they're all coming back negative, so it's just an ordinary common cold. Spectra says, "Man, do you reckon they're going to bring the Spino for Dominion?" Well, I've seen Dominion, so I can't talk about it. Siaka says, "I actually like the Brack more now than the original Brack. I know it's a monster." Oh my word. Hot take, if I ever heard one. I mean, like, the Brachiosaurus isn't that bad. It's just like this... What I don't get, right? This is what I don't get about the Brachiosaurus design. It has stripes. Like, the red's fine on the head, but it has like these striped colours up its body. Now, animals usually have striped bodies because of they're either going to camouflage, well, it's for camouflage, but they're either hunting and they want to blend into their environment like a zebra or this Megalosaurus, or they're doing it like to confuse predators. But like, what's eating a Brachiosaurus? And why would it need to be like that, those colours? That's what I don't understand. Unless it's like attracting mates or whatever, because they're meant to be the males. But Spectre says you've seen all of Dominion. Yes, yes. Yeah. Yes, I have. And I can't talk a single thing about it. I went to Pinewood and saw it. It was good. It was glorious. It was a glorious day. Ian says, "Today's my birthday, turning 25. Well, happy birthday, Ian. And in true spirit of this, look, I'll do this already. Here we go. Happy birthday, Ian." There you go. Happy birthday, Ian. Have a good one. And let me get rid of your birthday message. Siaka says, I assume the idea for the JP3 Brack was to look like the Ford Explorer. That might have been the case, but the in-universe like reason, like why does it have stripes? Like what was the logic in picking that? Like if they had some sort of like internal logic for it, then fair enough. Like I'll accept it, but I have to hear about it. Jurassic Hero says, is that a T-Rex or a Megalosaurus? Because I could barely see its fingers. It's a Megalosaurus. There's no T-Rexes in Dino-Defenders. Aside from a statue of one. Statue. So I watched Jurassic Park 3 earlier today in 4K. I got my old 4K version out. And I watched it in full while I was having my din-dins. And yeah, it's fun. The movie's fun. It's still my least favourite Jurassic movie. Just because it just doesn't do that much. And some of the just character moments are just like, it's just annoying. But it's a fun time. A lot of missed opportunities, but still a fun time. I will say this though, the 4K, and I don't know if it's my setup or if it's the 4K actual Blu-ray disc, but there seem to be like every now and then the voices seem to go out of sync with like the visuals, but like there'd be, it was really weird, like a character would talk and their voice would be kind of just very slightly out of sync with the sound. And then another character in the same shot would talk, and it's perfectly fine. So I had no idea. I kept looking. I was like, "Am I imagining this?" Okay, so now that head is a bit too big. I made the head smaller. The thing is, like, when I come to animate this, there's all like motion blur and the lighting change and stuff, so it won't look exactly like this when it comes to the final doohickey. Gary 5 says that's why you should supinate your dinosaur's wrists. The nails aren't noticeable anymore. Well, the hands was like this at the beginning. So if you look at the hands, it hooks them up and then it's starting to stretch them out a little bit. You see, like this shot here, what I'll do is I'll take this, like the jaw, and then I'll like motion blur it. It's like with the legs. Motion blur it like that, so the next shot you'll see it like blurs. And I just noticed another little mistake. This little bit of the pattern should be moving across a little bit more. It's funny because like we're talking about Jurassic Park 3 and the colours of this Megalosaurus are like JP3's colours. What are the odds of that? Motion blur makes everything look good, says Sicky T. Yeah, so I'll go back through once I've saved every single PNG of this animation. I'll go back and then I'll pick certain things, like I'll add motion blur to the foot and stuff, but I won't do it now because I'm just trying to get the basic movements down. So anyways, let's start a new one. Save it. Save it. Ian Nip says, favourite Jurassic Park 3 tie-in game. I know it's not Jurassic Park 3 specific, but I'm going to go with Operation Genesis, because that was basically a Jurassic Park 3 tie-in game, considering the front cover with the Spinosaurus and all that. I don't think I ever played any of the others, so that's why as well. I feel like I'm going to get my eye poked out by this Spinosaurus's tail. Okay, so let's get the front. Because I basically want to emulate this. Jurassic Grim says, hey, have you seen the Mattel Amber Collection JP3 male raptor? Looks pretty good. They also made a Spino versus Rex set, but it's less to be desired. I think I saw like a brief picture of it. I don't really follow the toys much though, so I'm sure people who are looking forward to Jurassic Park 3 stuff like that will get a kick out of it. Right, now I've got to get this jaw to look good. There you go, you can kind of see the head. Starts to close its jaw. Might just thin the head a little bit more and bring it up. Ooh, I might actually start to splay the feet actually a little bit more. O311 USMC veteran says, Pterodome, this is super off topic, so in advance I'm sorry. How the hell did the Dilo get in the Jeep? Please help, since 1996 I've lost sleep over this. That's a good question. Basically, you can look at it one of two ways. It either just jumped over Nedry while he was down for whatever reason, just wanted to go in his Jeep, or it might have even been a second Dilophosaurus. But then that does beg the question, where is the first one gone? So this hand is going to be it's all about bringing it forward. bring it up as well, because it's lifting its leg forward. Like I can see the movement in my head. So it's just making sure that I get that as down as possible. You know, that little toe thing is like really far up. Oh, I might just shift it down. Why not? Just shift it down. Get out of there. He says, I love your Nick Van Owen theory as well. That one is genius. Well, it doesn't stand up because the captain of the boat has a name. That hand is like the captain's hand, which is like D. Thompson or something. But obviously nothing in the film actually says that. So in my head canon, that's Nick's hand. Still. I got a comment on that today. Someone was saying, well, I saw him leave on the helicopter. Like, why the hell would he be on the boat? And I kind of just want to like reach into the computer and throttle him. Be like, did you watch the video? I addressed this. I addressed that very point in the video. He left on the plane, but the boat was like hours and hours later, so he could have gone back, basically. Intercepted the boat. There you go, look at this. Now you can start to see the movement, how it's going to go. Okay, so now we've done that, we just need to do the teeth. Jurassic Hero says, can you theorise that Dilophosaurus venom isn't venom but saliva that's spat like a Monday fulmer? Or was that theory debunked? No, I think they like said that there was like a genetic defect or something. It was on like the Jurassic World ride. The exotic Fredbear says, ever since I read the megalosaurs were in this from the 3rd episode, I pondered what it looked like for this entire time. You haven't seen the male. This is the female. I'm animating, hence why you can't see it, but all the layers are called F. Right, let's do the teeth. Yeah, so from the side it looks like that, as you can see here. That there. Unless you watched the last live stream, then you did see the male. So now I'm going to do the sort of comical teeth. I just wanted to give these guys like the most ridiculously big teeth ever, so they looked like really menacing. Give it a stupid snout. Right. Jurassic Grim says, Jurassic Park 3 was also the first Jurassic Park movie I ever saw, and I remember when it premiered on AMC, I missed most of it. So that scene I saw was the boat attack in the rain. You can blink and miss most of Jurassic Park 3. No. It's a good, like, here's what I like most about Jurassic Park 3. After all these years, actually, let's go all the way back. Let's go back to the day little Jack went to see Jurassic Park 3 at the cinema. So there's this little cinema in this place called Lowestoft, which is the most easterly point in the UK. There was this little seaside cinema, like it's tiny and it's still there, as far as I'm aware. It survived COVID. Called Hollywood Cinema, and it was in screen number 1 there that I saw the first Jurassic Park and The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. I do kind of regret not going there to see Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. That would have been kind of like a nostalgic trip for me. But anyway, so I went with a few friends to go see Jurassic Park 3. I think it was like 1 or 2 friends, and you know, I'm about 12 or 11 at the time. I think I'm 12 at the time. And, you know, I'm Jurassic obsessed. I can't believe there's a third one. And I remember coming out of that cinema. I think the only thing I really remember from the actual screening was the T-Rex Spino fight. And weirdly enough, like some of the dialogue with the characters, like I think it's when they're all discussing what to do around the wreckage of the plane, and like Grant is like, we're in the worst place in the world and we're not even being paid. That whole scene. And I remember coming out of the cinema thinking, one, that was so quick. Like I remember being disappointed by its runtime. I remember being a little bit miffed by the T-Rex dying, but not so much the fact that the T-Rex died. That never really bothered me, the fact that the T-Rex died. It was more the fight was just a bit naff. Like, I liked what was there, but I was like, I just wish it was a bit longer. It just felt a bit too quick and too, like, they blew their load early in the movie. I was like, oh, that was like one of the biggest scenes in the movie, and it happened like straight away. And I remember being annoyed even back then that Grant was, coaxed to the island with a check, just like the first film. I remember being annoyed at that. I was like, oh, couldn't they have got him to the island in a different way? Like, Ian went to the island to save his girlfriend, but, you know, they just flash money in Grant's face, and, you know, he'll just do anything. Especially after he said, no force on earth or heaven will get me on that island, or whatever. So, but I liked the movie, and then when it started to come on, I remember we had Sky at the time, so we had Sky Movies, and when that started to preview on Sky Movies, there was like a trailer that would play amongst the adverts, and it would like repeat. So because it's the Sky Movies channel, there'd be like adverts for movies specifically that just play, and then there'd be like a coming soon advert that would play like every 15-20 minutes or something, or maybe even half an hour. And I remember as a kid, like, I'd play Jurassic Park and have all my toys out, whatever, and I remember leaving this channel on in the background just so I could watch the trailer again, like for Jurassic Park 3, and every time it came on I'd stop and just watch it. And I remember it was the trailer where they show the raptors running in the long grass. Some of you might know what I'm talking about when I say this. The raptors are running in the long grass, and they actually make a noise when they go past the camera. But in the film, they're like silent. And I remember when watching the film back, and after watching this trailer repeatedly for a long time, I remember being disappointed. Like, I was like, where was the sound? I remember there was a sound there. And then I was like, oh wait, that was only in the trailer. And then you get the DVD. Oh no, I got the VHS first. I didn't get the DVD. I got the VHS for Jurassic Park 3. And I remember loving that VHS. I remember getting it, and it had like an advert for E.T.'s 20th anniversary on it. This is on YouTube. You can actually look up like the UK Jurassic Park 3 VHS opening, and you can see it's got like a... and I'm just going to be talking about like all my memories about this, but it had like a 20th anniversary of E.T. on it, and that was like the one where Spielberg replaced the shotguns with radios, the infamous radio thing, and it also had an advert for the Back to the Future trilogy. And I remember, like, I liked Back to the Future back then, because I used to watch it. Like, I had a taped off TV copy of Back to the Future, the end of Back to the Future 2, and it was just Back to the Future Part 3, because that opens with the end of Back to the Future 2, doesn't it? And there's a shot in that trailer on that VHS of the DeLorean from one of the movies where it like skids and it's being bathed in like purple light, but because it's like only the car is picking up the purple light, it makes the DeLorean look like a metallic purple. And I remember watching that going, oh, look at that, like, I don't think I've seen that Back to the Future, that one with the purple DeLorean. Oh, I can't wait to watch that. And then when getting those films on DVD, I was like, where's the purple DeLorean? I remember seeing a purple DeLorean in the trailer, and then I was like, oh, it's this scene. It is in one of the films. It's just like it's a neon light being reflected, and yeah. So I was a bit disappointed about that. But anyway, getting the Jurassic Park 3 VHS was great, and I watched that. And then it wasn't actually too long after that I got the DVD, because the DVDs got released. But yeah, I remember liking, like, my thoughts on Jurassic Park 3 have never really changed over the years. There's been, aside from like there was a bout where like I really didn't like it at one point. I was like, oh god, this just, I think it was just like in the middle of the lull between the Jurassic Park 3 and where we are now, and I just remember thinking, this is what we're going to be left with, this film. Like, they're not going to make another one. And I remember really hating on Jurassic Park 3 at that point. I think even at the time I was like, oh, Lost World is where it ends. Like, I can't end on Jurassic Park 3. But yeah, and then obviously Jurassic World came out. I'm like, okay, cool, we're back in business. And over the years, I've grown a real fondness of Jurassic Park 3, as much as I crap on it. I really do like the movie, despite its flaws. There's a nostalgia to the movie for me, obviously, like everyone, and it's a kind of unique nostalgia, and it's one that I actually really like. And I think there's a lot of people out there who are currently really buying into the Jurassic Park 3 nostalgia. Like, it seems to be a really hot sort of topic. Like, I see there's been like a revival of Jurassic Park 3 in the past few years, from people. I remember actually back in the day, like, people's opinions of Jurassic Park 3 being mostly negative from what I heard. I didn't hear much positive. Like, none of my friends, I remember, liked it much, except for me and my friend Drew, who did the Pterodome intro and the music for the end of Dino-Defenders episode 3. One history class in middle school, so we would have been like 12, 13. It wasn't like, it was pretty much after the film. No, actually it was a bit older than that. Actually, maybe it was high school. Either way, I remember one history lesson, we were really, really bored, and we just ended up quoting all of Jurassic Park 3 from beginning to end, because we could both recite it perfectly, because we've been like binging the VHS or whatever, and and we thought, if we get to the scene where they're hiding in the trees from the raptors and stuff, we'll be an hour in, or the pteranodons or whatever, and then the lesson's over, we can leave. And the next lesson we'll pick it up and finish it. So there was some fond memories of it, but yeah, it does kind of boggle my mind that the film is 20 years old, but it's it's aging better than I expected. I'll grant it that. I'll Alan grant it that. It's aging better than I expected. Like, watching the 4K, despite the sound issues I had with my copy. I don't know if it is just my copy or the transfer in general. The film is fun. It's just lacking in the content department and too many Erics. Well, actually, that's kind of a misconception. There's not as many Erics as like people, joke about. But the thing is, it's how shrill it is. like it's so shrill that that's like it just cuts into you. So that's why you remember it. That's why everyone seems to remember it. That's all she says. But yeah, there we go. Just reading back what you said. Gary 5 says, my dad was so pissed the T-Rex was killed by the Spinosaurus. Ian Nipper says, I feel like they should have done more with the Ceratosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 or replace it with a Carnotaurus, giving fans an early view of that dinosaur. I think fans would have been insanely disappointed if that was the Carnotaurus to come out and then just sniff some poo and go away. Like, the Ceratosaurus was a safer bet there because, like, you know, how many Ceratosaurus fans do you know? I mean, I know one, my nephew, that's his, I think if he still thinks this, but that was his favourite dinosaur, so he loved it. But if the Carnotaurus just came out and did that, I think many fans would have been disappointed that that's all they got to see. I hope one day we get to see more scripts from early Jurassic Park 3 iterations. I'm sure we will. I'm sure that will come out one day. But also just noticing he's got a very big foot on this side. I might need to tweak that foot in each frame. I won't do it now. Because it might work in motion. Because the foot's so big, because it kind of looks like there's a lot of weight on it. Sometimes things like that in like still like this don't look amazing, but then when you watch it in motion, it actually works. What was I saying? What do I need? This. But the thing I would love to have seen in Jurassic Park 3 is like the raptors killing the Spinosaurus when Grant uses the vocalizer. That idea would have been so well. That would have just been cool. Like if you saw Grant calling help, and then the raptors come and we saw the raptors actually take down a large animal. I mean, anything, a herbivore, but especially the Spinosaurus. We've seen him attack the T-Rex, obviously, and you know, now the Indominus or whatever. But like, to actually see the raptors take down something would have been really cool. And you just get Grant watching on in awe from the reeds. Hello, Cretaceous the Hunted. Excuse my sniffy nose. Speaking of which, let's have some gin. Cretaceous the Hunter says, Jurassic Park 3 was the first Jurassic Park film I ever saw. I'm being serious, that movie got me into the franchise. Oh yeah, it definitely did that for a lot of people. So you can see how long this process takes. Each frame I have to do all this detail on it, which when it's finished it doesn't look like there's that much detail. It looks quite simple, but it does take a while. Let's get the old gummy gums. Get the old gummy gums done. Okay, so there's another one. Let's just see how that looks. Ooh! Look at his face, ready? Ooh! 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 See, I might even blur like this bit of this head here. I might as well just do it now. Yeah, just so it blends better. It's actually fun, like it's actually awesome to be animating a dinosaur on stream finally. Like after all this time. We've been doing so many backgrounds and so many character pieces and stuff. It's like finally doing a dinosaur, like animating a cool theropod dinosaur scene on stream. It's what it's all about, man. It's what it's all about. Just make the leg. You know, I might just put a little bit of a skin fold there. Why not? So what's going to happen is this leg here, oh, I don't know why it does that. This leg here is now going to sort of turn towards where we're facing, and then spread out because it's turning to chase people towards the camera. So Siaka says, glad JP3's legacy is starting to become more than Rex versus Spino debates. Yeah. I mean, it's not just starting to be like that. Like, if I'm honest, there's been a lot of discussion around Jurassic Park 3 for a while. It's just you just got to seek out the people who are talking about it in such a way. Like, away from the T-Rex Spino rubbish. Oop, need a new layer first. That would have been a mistake. So basically I'm going to trace over this head because basically, I mean, oh, you know what? Might even be easier to actually copy that top because I don't need the top jaw to really do anything different. So if I cut it out and then I can draw the rest with it. So if I do this, need it to move over a little bit. A little bit further. There we go. Perfect. Right, so now if I get rid of that and then just neaten up this. Put it on the head here. By the way, I know he's probably going to watch it back in the future unless he turns up tonight, but I want to apologise to Big Shark for the change in schedule if he doesn't arrive tonight. I know he loves to be there for these streams. I hope everything's alright. I haven't heard of him in a while, but he's usually here on the streams. And I suddenly couldn't do it tomorrow, so it's been moved to tonight. I just hope if he watches this back, he accepts my apology for the inconvenience. Right, so now what we're going to do is do the lines. I'm going to basically copy this jaw. See you later, Cretaceous the Hunted. Thanks for coming along. Cretaceous the Hunted said they should mention Jurassic Park 3 in Jurassic World Dominion. Well, wouldn't that be cool? So now, this head. Like that, there we go. Right, so let's now do the lines. We get the little hand, move that further out and down. Like so. Gonna get the fingers. It's always funny because like the hands, I'm just hoping that they look okay when I do them, but like if you concentrate on the hands, they might be like doing this constantly, like just moving around. Now the leg, we will start to push this leg out a little bit now. And if we get this right, then this should start to it out. Oh, you're talking about Dominion. I can't talk about it. This is the Jurassic Park free stream. I think one of my like favourite detail they added from Jurassic Park 3 to the lore. And I think it's just the fact that there's been secret cloning going on, like that no one knew about. I just really like that. Right, so now we can do the claws. The claws. So it's all about getting those feet to start to splay. Hello, Jurassic Unicast. He says, hello, it's James. Hello. Carlos says, Paul and Amanda Kirby are the best characters of the franchise. Fight me. Alright then. Put them up. Because clearly the best character in the Jurassic Park franchise are the boat guys from the beginning of Jurassic Park 3. You know, one character, you don't even see his freaking face. Unless you have the 4K version and you can kind of see it. The driver of the boat. Excusez-moi. So let's see how this... Okay, that's going to move like this. Hello, Michael Thumb. Jurassic Unicast says, that's Cooper! Of course, the greatest character in the franchise is Cooper. He's a professional. Didn't you know? So now I'm just going to have like the teeth join up. Like this. And then... the colour. Let's add the colour. Dino Dragon 2005 MC Plush Films says, were you mad when the Spinosaurus killed the T-Rex? Yes, because the fight was too short. Not because the T-Rex actually died. I did explain this a few minutes ago. I was explaining like when I went to see the film when I was 12, back in 2001. Around 12. You have to remember to get the neck colour right. Do you think Jurassic Park 3 had the best dinosaur designs? Asked Ian Nipper. It had some really good ones, but I'm a sucker for... Well, I mean, I like designs across all the franchise, but if I had to pick one, it's going to be the first film. Because I just think they nailed it all in that first movie. They got all the designs right. Oh my god, a Pteranodon attack. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Alright. Jurassic Park 3 has the best designs. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Look at this thing. Jurassic Hero asks, hey Jack, which two dinosaur do you hate the most? The Jurassic Park 3 T-Rex or the JP3 Spinosaurus? I choose the T-Rex. He's delicate and poorly written. Yeah, I guess I'll go with the T-Rex. The thing is, though, the T-Rex in Jurassic Park 3 looks surprisingly similar to the male T-Rex from the Lost World. But, you know, it's a totally different dinosaur. Is it? Is it? All this time it was staring at us in the face. That the buck T-Rex from the Lost World was killed by the Spinosaurus. And no one knew. They all just assumed it was a different T-Rex. But it was right there in our faces the entire time. R.I.P. Buck. Siaka says, I was watching a Stephen Ray Morris podcast on Jurassic Park 3 and he noted that the movie doesn't follow blockbuster conventions at all. Instead of celebrating the original, it decides to undo or kill things from the original, which lead to a lot of backlash. I find it interesting more than bothersome now. Yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from with that. But at the same time, Jurassic Park 3... Like, here's the thing about Jurassic Park 3 that I don't hear many fans talking about. Jurassic Park 3 is a soft remake of Jurassic Park. You know, Alan... There's an incident at the beginning which leads to a rich... I know Paul Kirby's not rich, but a rich guy going to Alan Grant at his dig site and being like, I'll give you all the money to come on this trip. It'll be a short trip. We just want to get your expertise. And then Alan Grant goes there, gets trapped on the island, and then he gets cut off from the rest of the group and is alone with a child. You know, it sounds rude. It sounds wrong. He's alone with a child. Oh God, get Alan Grant away from him. No, but they mix it up. So, like, you know, he's with a kid this time, but it's not like he doesn't hate kids. He's trying to he's like he did in the first film. He's actually bonding with him straight away. You know, Paul Kirby's not actually rich. It was all a ruse. You know, all that sort of stuff. At the end, you've got like the raptors circling the characters, but you know, this time Grant actually talks to them. Make sure we're getting the patterns right now. So you see this horrible... and as you can see, got that wrong. Straight away. Carlos Vega says, a spin-off series about the Kirby family, Kirby Vision. I want them to become badasses with an arc, like Ben in Camp Cretaceous, from dumb regular people to full wild savages, from Zero to Dino Rambo. Ugh. Ben. I'll take the Kirbys over any of the Camp Cretaceous characters. Jurassic Park 3 is miles better than Camp Cretaceous, in my opinion. Carlos says my least favourite creature of the franchise is Ben. Monsters, Dinosaurs and Things Like That says, other than living through the phenomenon of 1993, being a Jurassic fan now is as good as it'll ever be. As a Dinosaur Jurassic fan, we are so lucky. All I want to see now is a Netflix adult series of Jurassic based on the book. I think you're going to be waiting a long time for that, I'll tell you now. I don't think the Crichton estate will have any plans for that soon. I could be wrong, but I don't see it happening. Alex says, happy birthday Jurassic Park 3. Yes. Cheers to Jurassic Park 3. Here you go. Hey look, they're at the Avery scene. Don't know if you guys can see that, but the Avery scene is playing in the background. I know my mic's in the way, but it's for copyright reasons. Don't want to get this flagged and taken down. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Add yellow food dye and call it T-Rex P. I should have. What was I thinking? I swear that stripe on its leg was not as big when I first started. Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, you know what though? I'm making a mistake. Big old mistake. It's meant to be turning, so we're going to have the pattern going up like that. To show a bend in the leg. There we go. Jurassic Unicar says, question, do you think Alan Grant would grass up Ian Malcolm for breaking his NDA just because he isn't his biggest fan for money? In fact, I'm now thinking that is something Grant would do. No, I don't think Grant would go that far. But then again, money's involved, so who knows with Grant. Hello Lewis, how are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Carlos says, sorry for the dumb jokes, I really like JP3, but I don't think that it's a good movie, not bad either, just a wasted opportunity that doesn't feel complete. A lot of redeeming qualities though. Yeah, that's basically what I've been saying. Okay, so now let's back up a little bit. Oh god, need to make that this. Logitech 1928 says, "Happy 20th anniversary of JP3, one of the best JP movies." See, look, we've got an eclectic group of fans watching along. I will say this, like, Jurassic Park 3 merchandise is the thing that I'm looking up on eBay the most. So I always think that, like, that's the film where if something really rare and sort of unknown crops up on eBay or something, that's the film that's gonna have a really sought after sort of following of something. Like, imagine if an old script appeared on eBay or something. I know that would, the likelihood of that happening is tiny, but you know, that's the sort of thing. Or like a piece of artwork that like concept art or something. It's because it's like such a mystery, all the different stuff they went through for that movie. Big Shark has arrived. Thank you for the $2 tip, Big Shark. Nola Doll says, "I watched this in theatres 20 years ago with my mum. I'm actually that old, sigh." Yeah, same here. Same here. This guy, the Gnashers. Gnashers. Wait, that's not the nail colour? This is the nail colour. The claw colour. The nail. Imagine if I just gave it nails rather than claws. See you later, Jurassic Unicast. Get some good sleep. Hope the little one's okay. Hello, Big Shark. How are we doing? Okay, that's another one done. That's another one done. So let's see how that moves in conjunction with the previous one. Right, and you can see the foot is starting to splay now. And I'm basically going to be turning the body and using the dark green underneath to show that. So actually, even on that one, if I move it more like that, there you go. You start to see the head turn. Not too bad. So here's we'll do the animation like this, and bear in mind that there's going to be trees, a layer of trees here. So it's like that to begin with, and then I'm not going to look at this. I'm just going to try and do it like this. There you go. That's where we're at with this. And if I bring it all the way back to this one, like this is gonna make it all the way basically close to the camera. So we've got a way to go. But when it starts to like run, we get less frames in between. So it's just sort of emerging from the forest at the moment. Hello Derek, how are we doing? Drake Hut says, I still can't believe Jurassic Park 3's big baddie was a fish-eating dinosaur, wrongfully portrayed by the movie directors. It eats fish. It eats fish. It's a fish monster. Right, so now what I'm going to do is quite similar to what I was going to do with the last one. Let's cut the top jaw out on this bad boy. Mike Tharm says, looking spot on, bud. Thank you. Let's call this one F17 because it's the... Now what I'm going to do with this one is bring the head up, but I'm actually going to start to slightly make it bigger. Maybe over a little bit. It's just meant to be subtle because yeah, that's good. Right, so now bring that down. Looking good. Oh, I want to show you guys a frame I did the other day, which I was particularly fond of. Are you ready for this? Check this out. Check this frame out here. Look at this. Yeah. I love Jude just like going, oh, and you can see all the shells flying out, like taking shots. He's not like these like InGen mercenaries in the Lost World who fire their guns at the end. No, he runs and fires at the thing. There we go. And just for you guys, I will show you the results of last week's stream where we worked on that frame. This is the final version of what we did last, or what I worked on last week. So this is the final version of that. There you go. That's the final version of that. And then there's been a few frames in between then and now, but now we're on to this, yeah, this frame here. So we're coming along, we're getting there. There's going to be like a lot of frames in this sequence where it's like really quick shot, but lots of detail is needed, maybe even a lot of animation, but a quick shot because there's going to be a lot of like action and stuff. Lewis says, I missed that stream. Was that a shark-like dino? That's the male Megalosaurus. I want to bring the body forward on this one and then up the head like that. The Explodinator says, Pterodome, the movie would have been a lot better if Alan and Ellie were married and he went to the island to get money to provide for his family. Yeah, actually, I kind of agree with that. It would have been more interesting having him be like the father figure. But I'm also a fan of Mark Degler. He's an unsung hero. Lewis says the male Megalosaurus looks so brutal. Oh, hey, let's get a good look at it. Where is it? Here you go. So here's the male with his big freaking horn face. Look at it. Yeah. And here's the inspiration for their design, especially the Plesiosaurus from The Land That Time Forgot. Knife Head. Maybe I need to add a picture of Knife Head, because that is obviously inspiration for this. There you go. So I'll add a picture of Knife Head from Pacific Rim. For those of you that don't know, he looks, oh god, my god, he looks like this, like a kaiju, a big knife freaking face. And also and also Gyron or Gyuron or whatever from Gamera is another inspiration. So there you go. Let's add all that down here. There he is. See, big blade on his face. Well, his blade goes like right up to his top lip. But yeah, they're the old inspiration for the design of the male Megalosaurus. Street Shark says no lol. Yes, exactly. So we're leaning into that kind of 90s aesthetic. But anyway, back to work, because if not, we'll never finish this. This is where it's going to get a little bit weird, because I'm going to start to bend the leg out. Hang on a second, I'm just trying to work out something. Yeah, no, that's right. To do all the finer details of the hands and stuff in a minute. And then the tail, we want to whip it down a little bit more. Ooh. There we go. So it should be... Yep. Alright, now let's just close that. Bladekin. Yeah, Derek Porter says, so I'm guessing Bladekin in the canon name for the male Megalosaurus then. It's not the in-canon name. No characters are going to call it Bladekin. But it's the fan name. It's like the equivalent of the fans calling Rexy Rexy. I want to do like a diamond shape for the toe there, and a diamond shape for the toe here, and then start to bring that one out a little bit more. Good thing is I can do these frames, and then if I need it to like go faster or whatever, all I do is just make one of the frames smaller and that, so it's it just speeds it up. So. Here we go. If I now merge those, you can see it's like a slight animation. It looks like it's coming out and roaring, and then it's going to spot the characters running and then give chase, basically. Right, now we have to do the whole colour thing again. So let's save this, add a new layer, and let's get colouring. Oh, hang about. Ah. Noticed a mistake. This is what's going to be an issue with these blooming patterns. F16, there's no little red nooks on the bottom jaw. So that's meant to be like that and that, and it's got like a patterns that duplicate on each side except for the chin. Where is that? There you go. You see? Now what I like about the female Megalosaurus look is, like, as you can see here, this front view here, like, I just like the idea of its eyes look like it's bleeding, like it just looks like it's got blood all dripping down it. And it also looks like it's wearing like war paint, like it's going to war. That's the idea behind like the design of this creature. You know, the male Megalosaurus has like the sword on its head, but the female one has the war paint on her face. Yeah, Big Shark's right. The only dinosaur that has a name is Cornelius in Dino-Defenders. You think how long this is taking to do, like, this one shot? It's taken me, well, however long it took me to do the background on, I think I did that on a stream a while back. And then now we're doing the animation of one of the dinosaurs. And then there's so many shots in the ending of this episode that are like this. And some that are even more complicated. So this is what I was saying, where like episode 4 is going to be a mission to complete, but God, it's going to be good when we do it. We've got credits rolling for Jurassic Park 3, so let's start it again. Let's start it from the beginning. See you later, Lewis. Thank you for popping by. He has to go back to bed. Yeah, I can't imagine what time it is for you there. You got all these little things done on the feet. I think when I was originally animating the dinosaurs back in like episode 1 and 2, I did the stupid thing of doing the whole red line thing when animating, and then I'd have to go around and change the lines like I do with the human characters, which I don't mind doing with the humans too much, because it kind of helps, but with the dinosaurs it's so much better to have this like palette of colour and you just use the right colour for the lines. It'd probably help if I did that with the humans as well, but you know, all habits die hard and all. But yeah, so like the animation is just, you know, making sure that this all lines up. No, I might actually get like a black line, because when I do claws from the front, I do like to put like a line down the middle, kind of like that, to signify that you're looking at it from the front. And then let's do the pattern again. So first things first. Let's add these ones on. Oh, and we want to add this colour on like that. Right, so now we do this so that I can see the colour. So now I can get like the red and start to really turn the pattern on its leg. So what we do there is this, so up like that, and then this one goes down and up like that. The thing with the megalosauruses in this as well is they're so much bigger than like the Megaraptor. So I need to like try and get that across as well in their animation. You know, when all is said and done with Dino-Defenders, I will release like a dinosaur poster with all the different creatures on there, and a character poster that has everyone on, including the dinosaurs. Like I'll do that. Like an actual poster, like that you can buy. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, I've just realised something else. I haven't done the pattern on the back leg. Like there's two there. I get like these patterns. There's going to be like shots where they just disappear because I'm going to forget, aren't I, when I do the final final thing. There we go. So one, and then two, and then we just need to add in the like so. Hello, Harrison. Jurassic Room says, I'll buy one. Yeah, I want to make them so they're like something people who might not have even seen the series will go, what is that? Okay, so that now goes like this, and you can see the foot is now coming out, and it's lifting its head up. And the pattern on its leg might need to be a bit thicker, just to get that looking good. There you go. It's actually kind of a cool still right there of the Megalosaurus, isn't it? Let's add it with the trees and everything, and get rid of the bits. There you go. Look at that. Let me just light it correctly for a sec. I just want to see what it looks like if I... It'll be something akin to this, lighting wise. Be like, maybe like that. Yeah. The Megalosaurus. Yeah, you would have the light like this if I could do all the lighting properly on this animation like this. It'd look like that. Anyway. Nola Doll says, have a good day and keep up the awesome work. Well, thank you very much. I will. Whoa, what's going on? Why is it? Okay. Back to work again. Let's get this guy. This time we can actually just copy the whole freaking head, because it's meant to be, the head's not going to be changing for maybe even the next few frames, but although what I might do is just tweak the teethules, so they're not so yes, they're just a little bit neater. Big Show says, I hope you make a good Tanny poster. I will do like posters. I want to do like a whole like merch line of stuff, so to help promote the series. Okay, now let's put this back like this. I've been streaming for nearly 2 hours and I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 of these so far, and then this will be the 5th. It hasn't even like put its foot down. I bet if Mike Tharm's watching this, he can sympathise with this kind of animation process of how long this takes. Mike Thumb says, oh, I do indeed. Yeah, right. I bet yours is even longer than this if if I've got my stop motion facts correct. Jurassic Room says, but Jack, you've been so preoccupied with the fact that you didn't stop to think if you should. Yeah, right. Tell me about it. Should I be making Dino-Defenders? Right, I'm going to try and do this leg first, because this is going to be the weird angle. This will be probably a heavily motion blurred one because it's moving quite far. Good thing is though, and I've done this before in the past, if like I watch an animation back and I can see that like I need like an extra frame in between some, I can literally go into this file, draw that extra frame, copy it, and then insert it in. So, which is something that I know people like Mike Tharby do stop motion. That you can't really do because you'd have to rebuild the whole set and get it all looking perfect, and it's basically impossible to do with stop motion. But I can fortunately do that on this. Matt the Kentro lover says, hello fellow. Hello. Hey Matt, are you a fan of Dino-Defenders? Because there are Kentrosaurus in Dino-Defenders. So now what I'm going to do here is start to like do the red patterns different, because it's going to be turning, so like the patterns along its spine need to turn as well. Make his tail too thin. Also not too long because it's meant to be moving forwards. So we want to make it so see, no, that doesn't look right to me. Wait, how did the tail go on the last few? It went boom, 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 boom. So it should really start to be pointing up, really. So it should be coming, it should go straight. I need to get this right. The tails are the hardest thing to bloom and animate, because you've got to imagine like there's bones in there that are weighing them down. There you go, so I'll just do it straight like this. Oh. There we go. I don't think you're going to see this anyway because there's the bush in the way. So I'm not too bothered about that actually. Okay, so now let's do the old meeting up. Matt says, yes, I am. I'm really looking forward to the Megaraptor versus Kentrosaurus fight. Nice. Big Shark says, oh, yeah, he asked him, have you seen the Megaraptor versus Kentrosaurus clip? Ooh. Here we go, get the claws looking right. Thing is, I am kind of getting worried that this thing looks like. Let me just try to do the animation, just basic. I'm going to do the animation basic again, and then I'm going to watch it back on the stream just so I can see. So 1, 2, 3. Oh no, wait. Move over. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, let me just watch it back. It sort of does a lunge and then notices the characters running. Okay, so it's like it sees them, launches forwards, like with a roar, roars at them like that, and then that's when it sees them running off, and then it's going to give chase. Okay, you know, it is working. It does look good. Alright, I got worried that it was going to be like rah! And then stop. Hello Tyler, it says howdy everyone. Is that JP3 in the background, says Matt. No, that's not Jurassic Park Operation Genesis music, which is the closest thing to copyright free Jurassic Park free music I could think to use. Yeah, I will be. I've said this earlier. I will be archiving this stream on the anniversary of Jurassic Park 3. So I know I'm doing it a bit early, but things have changed, so I couldn't stream on Friday. But that's still not the day. But I decided to stream tonight, last minute. But I will archive this on the 18th of July. Oh, you mean on the TV? Yes. Yeah, I've got Jurassic Park 3 playing in the background. This is the second time it's been on. I've got my Pteranodon here. It's so elaborately tied up to make sure it's like and this is a legit Jurassic Park 3 toy. Look, it's got the mark of Jurassic Park, so it means it wins. Oh god, I've made it all like tangled up. The curtain's in the way now. What's going on? Oh my, look at this thing. It's now upside down. Wait, how do I oh god, what have I done? Am I making it worse or better? I can't tell. This string is so small. You know what? Maybe I'll just... let the thing... go away. Go away. Maybe I'll put its beak through here. There you go, I fixed it. Put a bit of blue tack on the wall, stop this curtain from getting in the way of it. Ah, that's the Spinosaurus attack. Just ain't Nash. Blah blah blah, help me, help me. That's one of the things I wish Jurassic Park 3 had done is, you know, how hard would it have been for them to add a fourth mercenary to be killed and not have them die straight away, but like savor them for like later on. I think that is like one of my big issues with the film is like it's like they've got a lot of cool stuff, but it happens like really quickly as they enter the island, and then like not that much happens afterwards. Again, like they blow their load too early. Yeah, these are my old action figures. Not this one. This is new. I found it on eBay really cheap, so I had to pick it up. I'll probably eventually give it away. I do that often. I'll buy like a toy off eBay that's rare, and then I'll sell it on. Or I'll give it away. I don't know. But at the moment I'm attached to it because it's like... well, there's reasons I can't talk about why I'm attached to that Pteranodon. Actually, yeah, whatever. But this Spinosaurus React Attack Spinosaurus figure, this thing I love to bits, and this was my main Spinosaurus when I was a kid. And whenever I played Jurassic, what are you gonna do? You gonna even? Oh god, this must be really loud on the mic. I'm sorry. I used to get like cereal boxes, and I would roll them up inside out, so the cardboard's on the outside, and then I'd make a cone shape and put it on the front, and I'd make a plane. And whenever I played Jurassic Park with my toys when I was a kid, you know, the characters would crash land in a plane like in Jurassic Park 3, and they would be attacked by this Spinosaurus. But in my version, this Spinosaurus is like, it's not an infant, that's just how big it is. Like it was like I did the same thing as the, you know, the big one in the movie, have it running around being this like vicious hunter, but it was actually just really small, and I could have it like climb trees and stuff, much like the old Scorpius Rex in Camp Cretaceous, and which is an aspect I like of that. And coincidentally enough, I carried that over into my self-published book, Through the Dark and the Dawn. I had a load of baryonyx. There's an action sequence in that book where a load of baryonyx are chasing characters up trees. There's like this massive tree which is fallen with like vines, so they can get up there, and then they're like chasing people across this like almost like a bridge of branches that are all tangled up together, like in this jungle. And they're chasing characters through the trees. And that was all based around my imagination on this figure here. Even with the like ridiculously long arms and everything, I like imagine this one could like go on to almost quadruped. Right, now to all these funky nail bits again. These things I could like trace over them exactly from each frame, but I don't really bother because when you're moving, you don't really see the difference. And they don't even have to be neat. I just shove them on. Get them on there. As long as they're just visually kind of there. Now we're going to do the patterns again. No, I'm not doing the bloody turning, what I was talking about a few seconds ago. So, what we're going to do here is it goes up like that, and then down again. So, like this. Yeah, there you go. Gives a sense of the body turning. Might even actually add a line, like a thin. Whoa, what's going on there? That's not the line we need. Like that, just to emphasize it a bit more. Damien says, if you continue this series, what other dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals would you like to show next? This series isn't going to continue as far as I can tell. It's got an ending, and it's a pretty conclusive ending. But for the sake of argument, let's just say I am going to do a sequel. I'd probably put Ceratosaurus in there and do my own version of that, mainly because that was the first dinosaur put to film. I think was it Brute Force from like 1914 or something like that? Like, I mean, live action dinosaur. So I'd want to like do my own version of that. And hell, maybe even T-Rex. But it's not pretty impossible, but it's kind of like I don't want to do a sequel because narratively I like, you know, you've got there's going to be a lot to chew over in Dino-Defenders when all's said and done. Like hopefully there's going to be a lot of food for thought, a lot of speculation as to what certain things, why certain things were added. Big Shark says, I think you explained life after Dino-Defenders Extreme. Yeah, I can't even remember what I said in that. But yeah, I have covered like life after Dino-Defenders. Lots of reading. But as I said, I mean, my new job has kind of thrown a spanner in the works in terms of what I'm doing in life. It's very exciting. Okay, so have we got another one done? Let's have a look. Yeah, there you go, look at that. He's starting to come forward. So what's basically going to happen now is you put your right leg in, your right leg out, in, out, you shake it all about. Is the head. We're actually going to do a whole entirely new layer next. So F19, Fast and Furious 19. For those wondering why I just said Fast and Furious 19, is if I expand the Photoshop layer on OBS, let's see, you can actually see. You can kind of see all the layers I'm calling, because it's the female Megalosaurus. So like I'm calling them F blah blah blah, F blah blah, F layer, F layer. So that's why we're calling it that. But yeah, we're going to do a completely new one because the head is going to be tilting down a little bit, like it's looking at him, which is going to be interesting to try and do. But here we go. Just basically tilt everything down. Ha 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 ha, says, can't believe Jurassic Park 3 is 20 years old. I'm old as F. Trust me, you're well, actually I don't know how old you are, so you might be old as F. I was about to say you're young. I'm still young. I'm an adult, but 32 is not exactly old. Right, so let's just make sure that this head is looking okay. And see, like, the eyes look a bit wonky. There you go, the head does tilt now. I just tweak this eye. You know what? I actually might be actually the other eye. Okay, and then if we tweak the nostrils, that will help the angle. Yeah, like that. Yeah, there we go. So now we're gonna continue drawing the body, and then we'll do all the other colours. Mike Thumb said I was 17 when this came out. Well, when Jurassic Park 3 came out. Haha says I consider being in my 20s old. Oh no, man. Super young. Super young. So now we're going to put the foot like so. Kind of a little bit of splayed toes going on. And actually angle it better. What are the hands doing? The hands are going down. Okay. Big Shark says, not trying to sound like the man with 1,000 questions, but have you watched anything good lately? I have watched a lot of good stuff lately. I'm on a bit of a DVD buying binge at the moment. So I've watched Eyes Wide Shut, which I've been obsessed with watching all the theory videos on that movie. I watched this film called Orca the Killer Whale, which I'd never seen before, which was a lot of fun, actually really good, and almost up there with Jaws, I would say, in terms of killer, well, I say fish, but it's a mammal, but aquatic monster movies. I'm on a bit of a Poltergeist binge as well. I watched the first one the other day and I bought 2 and 3, and I've seen 2 and 3 before. I didn't go to prom one time at high school because me and my friends hung out and watched Poltergeist 2 instead of going to prom. Oh, you know what? I don't like this. Tail's meant to go up, Jack. You're keeping it the same angle. Again, I don't think you're gonna see it. Wait, what angle is that meant to be? It needs to go up from the back. That's what needs to happen. It needs to come up like here. And I bought the Thunderbirds movie. Now I suddenly remembered because I've got the Thunderbirds, the Jerry Anderson Thunderbirds series on DVD, like the complete series. And then for whatever reason I was like, oh yeah, they made a movie, didn't they, called Thunderbirds 6. So I bought Thunderbirds 6 on Blu-ray. And then when I got it, it said it is the second theatrical release for the Thunderbirds. And I was like, hang on, there was a first? So I found out that there was another one called Thunderbirds Are Go, and I haven't seen either of these movies. I think I've seen Thunderbird 6, but many years ago, and I can't remember a thing about it. Aside from there's that meme of those guys laughing, like GIF that was going around a few years ago, of like the puppets laughing. But yeah, so I've got both Thunderbirds Are Go and Thunderbirds 6 on Blu-ray to watch. And I've got the 1988 Blob film in the post because I've never actually seen it, and it's never had a UK DVD release. So I'm importing one from America, I believe. And I've got my region free player, so I'll be watching it on that when it arrives. Unless it's region 0, and then I can watch it anywhere. Jurassic Room says, I love Orca the Killer Whale. My granddad got me into it when I was a kid. Loved the music. Yeah, it's awesome. Siaka says, Alan Grant's most relatable moment in Jurassic Park 3 was socking Paul in the face, not gonna lie. It would have been funny to see that, right? See that shot. Just to see Grant, like, proper punching him. Okay, so now let's do the colour again, but this time it's with oh no wait, there's a few lines I've forgotten. The teeth, the teeth. Got to do the teeth. I watched Hannibal and was bored, says Big Shark. Is that the Ridley Scott film, yeah, Hannibal? I remember not really liking that. Even though Ridley Scott's my favourite living director. Right, hold Megalosaurus. Let's add your colour. Swear I've watched some other things. Oh, I watched Paddington. I've never seen Paddington before. The kids film. That was actually really good. Really well done. Got a bit I checked out a bit when Nicole Kidman's character turned up. I was like, oh, I was starting to feel a little bit more like a generic kids film now. But it was pretty good. I've heard the second one's better, and I haven't watched that yet, so that's on the cards. But yeah, I was watching Nicole Kidman in Eyes Wide Shut, and then Paddington. I kid you not, like, on the same day as well. It was just like, I was like, oh god, seeing Nicole Kidman's career change. Oh, and I watched Luca, that new Pixar film, which I thought was pretty good. Had some really funny animation in it. It wasn't like, I wouldn't say it was anything special. It's just, you know, I watch Pixar. It's a shame, but I watch Pixar now since... Let me think. Which one? Which one am I thinking of? Dare I say it? Since Up. I've only watched Pixar movies for their visuals, not so much their stories. Their stories, like, I feel like they sort of try too hard. There's like a blend of like the deeper messages, or not even deeper, but just sort of like the more adult theming that they tend to deal with, the emotional side of it mixed with the kiddie. And I think Up was the last one that got that balance perfectly, because you watch like Soul and it's like, oh god, it's not got it down as well as they used to. Soul ironically felt like it had no soul. But oh mate, no, tell a lie. Inside Out, there you go. Inside Out is the last one I can think of. I was looking behind me because I was looking at our collection over on the thing, and we don't own Inside Out, so that's why I didn't think of it. Inside Out is a good film, and that was the one that I thought was the last Pixar film that actually, you know, felt like Pixar. Luca didn't feel like Pixar, and I think that was deliberate. Like they were doing something different with it. The Good Dinosaur. No, the good Dinosaur sucked. Carlos says, Ridley Scott is a living legend. His filmography is outstanding. What do you think about Kingdom of Heaven, Jack, and Legend? That one is the best looking fantasy movie I've seen in my life. Legend's awesome, and Kingdom of Heaven I enjoyed. I actually didn't enjoy... I haven't seen the director's cut of Kingdom of Heaven, which I've heard's a lot better. So I haven't seen that cut. I've seen the theatrical cut. And I thought it was alright. Exodus Gods and Kings is one of my favourite Ridley Scott movies. That's a great film. Yeah, sort of underappreciated. I don't hear many people talking about it. But I thought he did a good job. And weirdly enough, like, that film feels like it could be... I know it's not, but it feels like it could even be bloomin' set in the Alien universe, even though it's got, like, you know, the presence of God or whatever. But it's just because it looks like it's the way he shot it, and it's got the whole Ridley Scott filmmaking team behind it, and he did it between Prometheus and Covenant. And it really feels like it could come from that same universe. Sweet. That's what I want, and then I want to move that to there. There we go, so we can get this, the old patterns right. Oh, it's looking a bit confusing on my old doddery old eyes. And that is because this is meant to be up like that, and this is meant to be further down like that, yep. Exodus, the 2014 film. Yes, yeah. Carlos says Exodus had awful reviews back in the day. Never understood why. No, man, I don't understand why either. Freaking awesome. Great movie. Jurassic Room says, I watched Dragonheart with my granny last night, and she has the hots for Sean Connery. Sir Connery. What, did she fancy the dragon? So, ooh, that dragon. He's a looker. Start to introduce another little spiky there. Big Shug asks, hey Jack, will you ever do a top 10 worst films you've ever seen? Oh god, I would do that, yeah. I'd do that in a heartbeat, but it's just time with everything. There's a lot I want to do. I wanted to do that bloomin' video where I mentioned the 20 movies that aren't Jurassic or Alien that are in my top 20 favourite movies. There's so much I want to do. It's just time. It's just when do I have the time to do it with everything. But hopefully I will get around to doing stuff like that. Especially when I have an office. Me and my wife, we actually worked out that we may have... Hang on a second. I've got this pattern wrong. This should be up more. We've got the chance to move house sooner than we expected, which is a great thing, because if I can get an office again, because I used to have one, where we live now doesn't have the space for an office, and there's a little tiny human being who've taken over my previous office. We will, yeah, I'll definitely be doing stuff like that. You know what, we need this, like, to go like this. Whoa, blurman, heck, $20 tip from Gas Station Boner Pills. Thank you so much, man. He says, sorry I'm late, Mr. President. You're quite alright. I'm just going to have the guards walk you around the gulag so you're never late again. You're not going to go in. Don't worry, the guards won't take you in. You're just going to go round. You're going to see them. You're going to smell them. You're going to hear the screams. And then you won't be late again. But, yeah, no, don't worry. Monsters, Dinosaurs and Things Like That says, Jack, please look at card 38 from Dinosaur's Attack. It's definitely the birth of the Jurassic Dilophosaurus. The cards are from 1988. It's amazing to see it's right up your street. Card 38 from Dinosaur's Attack. Well, I know what Dinosaur's Attack is, so let me have a look in a second. Right, so that might be better. Gas Station Boner Pill says, the scenic tour of the Gulag for the dignitaries. There you go, it's a bit of a... maybe I need to make it not so much of a big jump in. Maybe that needs to be down a little bit like this. Like here. Okay, so yeah, that's better. Card 38, did you say? Dinosaurs attack card 38. Oh yeah, I see. There's the Dilophosaurus with the frill. Dinosaur with the frill. Amazing. These dinosaur attack cards are crazy. Number 31 is just nuts. What the hell is happening in number 49? Look at this card. Let me copy that into here. Look at this. It was some like green light is like bursting, taking off all the skin and everything. What is going on? Ripped out. Oh, ripped out of time. That's an ingenious card. Anyway. Right, so now we're getting the things done here. Now I can actually put it to full colour. Damien asks, if you make another series, what dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals would you show next? Let's just play like mind games here. Let's just say if I was to make another animated series, and let's just say I could do it, I would actually make a complete adaptation of my self-published book, Through the Dark and the Dawn. That's what I would do. And the species that appear in that are Triceratops, Cryolophosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Carnotaurus, T-Rex, Brachiosaurus, Amargasaurus, Quetzalcoatlus, Shantungosaurus, Kentrosaurus, and Liamphosaurus, a little herbivore thing. So it'd be that. There you go. There's your list. I don't think there's any more than that. They might mention other dinosaurs, but they don't have like an appearance. Monsters, Dinosaurs and Things Like That says, your work is so appreciated within the hardcore community, dude. Love your channel. Thank you, man. We're getting there. This channel's slowly growing. Yeah, I think if I started reviewing toys, it would shoot up, but you know, I might have these things around me, but oh god. Oh no. The Pteranodon has given up on life. Look at this thing. Yeah, we're getting close to 10,000 subscribers. I give up on you, Pteranodon. Honestly, He's hanging himself now. There you go. I got you. What's that wing doing? Get that wing down. Get that wing down, I said. There we go. Looks much better. What about prehistoric mammals? No, I don't think I had any of those in the book, so they wouldn't appear. Right, let's add the eye colour, and then I think that's another one done. Yep, that's looking good. Let's just see. So what we've done so far this stream is this to this, this, and this. That one looks so goofy. It's like, ooh. It's all part of the movement. Oh, you know what? I might actually just blur the leg as well while I'm at it. While I'm here. Get this one. Alright, so now we're going to make the head rise up. Rise up, Lord Vader. Rise up. Gas Station Boda Pill says, have you decided on names for the Megalos, Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Shark. Do you know what? I've never seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I remember I went through a phase of being obsessed with Spy Kids 3D because I bought the DVD that had like the glasses, and obviously Bill Paxton in it, and I always used to go, "Did someone ring the dingster?" or whatever he says in that movie, and with bloomin' Sylvester Stallone as well, Sly Stallone in that movie. That's a weird film, but then I remember Shark Boy and Lava Girl came out. And I was like, oh look, there's one like it, and I was gonna buy it, but then I didn't, and I never saw it. Did someone ring the dingster? Is that what he says? I might need to look this up. Did someone ring the dingster? Yeah, I think that is what he says. Oh my god. His face is huge. Dingster! I'm gonna have to bring this up in it. This is gonna have to be a meme on my live streams, I think. I'm gonna have to do more with that. Like, Spy Kids 3D wasn't good. God, it was funny. I just looked up on, like, bloomin'... Oh, I might need to show you guys this. Let me open up a window capture. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. We've just got Dingster 1281. Dingster 1671. Dingster 1217. They're all on YouTube. I might actually just play this clip. Let me pause the music. Let me turn up the desktop audio. Let's watch this classic in celebration of Jurassic Park 3. Here we go.
Somebody ring the dingster!
Somebody ring the dingster. Brilliant. We're going to be enjoying that in future live streams, I foresee. Okay, let's carry on. Did someone ring the dingster? Now I don't know actually if the foot, before I carry on, is too big on this guy. Have a look. Yeah, I might need to actually make that foot just a little bit smaller. Just seems to be a little bit too big. Damien says, is Dino-Defenders a one-off series? Yes. And by the end you'll know why. I'd have to be paid a lot of money and not work at my new job to do another series, and that ain't happening because I love my new job. It would have to be a lot of money. Just checking that foot. Yeah, it's looking better now. Do. Okay, so now let's put this down and then 20. So monsters, dinosaurs and things like that. Says Bill Paxton will always be Hudson to me. Game over, man. Game over. The new Alien Super 7-inch figures are epic. Got them on pre-order. Even bought the power loader from a few years ago. Nice. Dino-Offenders, says. Legendary's winky faces. Everybody dies in the end. That's what I think. Why I think the series will end. No, not everyone dies. Oh man, I'm definitely going to download an audio clip of "Did someone ring the Dingsters?" So like that plays every time I'm about to start live streaming. It's too good. I completely forgot about that until tonight. Thanks for reminding me by bringing up Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Happy 20th anniversary, Jurassic Park 3. Let's talk about Shark Boy and Lava Girl. And did someone ring the Dingster? Oh god. Now, if I was naming this stream, if it wasn't the Jurassic Park 3 anniversary stream, this stream would totally be called "Did Someone Ring the Dingster?" Big Chuck says no, General Perez will save the day. General Perez will be appearing. Or a Perez lookalike will be appearing. Okay, so I do this every time. Now I need to do the claws. The claws. Got to do the claws. Legendary says, after 20 years, how does everyone feel about Jurassic Park 3 after all of those years? I like the movie. I still feel the same as I did when I was 12 and came out of the cinema. Disappointed in it. Could have been so much more. But it's still a fun time. And I still like the movie. Despite the flaws. I think, as I was saying earlier in the stream, I think it's aged well over the years. I watched the 4K version earlier and it looked gorgeous. They've definitely darkened up the 4K version, so it looks moodier compared to the Blu-ray. Look, and Jurassic Park 3 is finishing right now again. Just in time, because I'm going to be finishing the stream in a few minutes. But yeah, it's good. It's a good film. Good time. Still my least favourite Jurassic movie, but you know, you say least favourite Jurassic movie, that's not a bad thing, because like Jurassic Park, the worst, whatever you consider the worst Jurassic movie out of all of the movies so far, you know, they're still better than 99% of the other movies that are out there in terms of big blockbusters. Like Jurassic Park 3 is a lot better than a lot of stuff. Krask says, such a good live stream today. It's really great listening while I'm doing housework. Well, hello there, Krask, and glad you've enjoyed it. I will be finishing very soon because I need sleep. Tomorrow I'm driving with my daughter to my mother's. Oh no, to my sister's, because my sister is looking after my little one. And then I'm going off to my mum's because she's at work, so there's a whole house free, and I can work in peace for a bit for tomorrow and have my meetings and whatnot, and that's usually when I'm working on that sort of stuff. I put films on, so I'll be watching Poltergeist 2 and probably Poltergeist 3. And if I have time, I'll do a bit more to this tomorrow. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish this frame of this Megalosaurus, and then I'll end the stream. And if you stay till the end, you'll see an HD version of a Jurassic Park 3 trailer, which I've only ever seen in bad quality on YouTube until very recently when I found them, because someone sent them to me originally, but I managed to find them again on Vimeo, because I think the person who sent them to me deleted their Instagram account, so I couldn't find the links. But they had high quality versions of these two trailers that I've only ever seen for Jurassic Park 3 in TV, like recorded really badly off the TV. And I played one of them right at the beginning of the stream, and I'll be playing the other one right at the end. The one at the beginning of this stream is my favourite trailer for Jurassic Park 3, and it's actually one of my favourite trailers for any Jurassic movie. Gary Pfeiffer says, let's see the Megalosaurus kill something next week. No. Because I'm doing this basically in chronological order, and there's no way I'm going to be up to the frame where the Megalosaurus is actually killing something on screen yet. That will come around. You will see a character death. The Megalosaurus will kill a character on a stream, and I don't mind spoiling that character death on stream to show you guys how I animate it. To give you guys the behind the scenes look at how it all works, but we're not going to be able to do that in time for next week. Oh, plus I should probably mention that I'm not going to be live streaming next week, I don't think. Next Friday I'm busy, and all next week I can't do stuff, so there's no stream next week. I'm glad I actually remembered to mention that, because that would have been disappointing, wouldn't it? I'm away on holiday. That's where it is. That's what's going on. I'm not going to have internet. I'm going away with the family. So Legendary says, since Clayton did a video on the 20th anniversary of The Lost World, do you think he'll do one on Jurassic Park 3? That's a good shout, actually. I could imagine him doing a video on the 20th anniversary of Jurassic Park 3, but I think it would be more like a podcast style, where he would be talking to someone. But then again, I know how much he Jurassic Park 3. He doesn't that's his least favourite Jurassic film. So I could very easily imagine him doing nothing for it. I originally, my plan when last year, when everyone was talking about how next year it's going to be the 20th anniversary of Jurassic Park 3. In my head, obviously this is before the baby was around and stuff, I thought, you know what I'll do? I'll do a history of Jurassic Park 3, much like I did my history of Jurassic Park 4 video. And that's a lot of work, and I just don't have the time. And plus there's stuff coming out for Jurassic Park 3 that I didn't know about. So I'd be missing out on a lot of stuff. It wouldn't be as even then that wasn't complete, but yeah. So even getting this stream was a bit of a, this is what you get. You get me just painting and chatting shit for 3 hours about Jurassic Park 3 and other things. Davey says Jurassic Park 3 is okay. It's not great like the first movie, but it's better than some other dinosaur movies that have not been made very well, like some of the old ones. Yeah, Jurassic Park 3 is a good dinosaur movie. Legendary says JP3 is like Alien 3 since they both had terrible production and different story scripts that got made and later thrown away. They do hold similarities like that. They also hold similarities of like beloved characters being killed straight away. You know, if you count the T-Rex as that, and then obviously Newton Hicks or whatever. You know, controversies with killing off beloved characters straight away. They both share that. And they also coincidentally both share the fact that they're the only films in their respective franchise with a number in their title, when all the other films have like different names rather than numbers. But Alien 3 is like insanely far ahead compared to Jurassic Park 3 in terms of quality, I would say. Like, Alien 3 is so freaking good. Alien 3 is better than Lost World. There, I said it. Yeah, I said it. You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. I didn't even go so far to say Alien 3 is better than Jurassic World. There you go. Didn't expect me to say that, did you? It's better than Fallen Kingdom. I'd go so far to say Alien 3 is up there with Jurassic Park. Jack really trying to start a war in the JP3 stream, says Siaka. Legendary says next you'll be saying Alien 3 is better than Aliens. It is better than Aliens. Alright, there we go. So, here we go. The frames we've done today. This one, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, not 8. What am I doing? Why am I counting wrong? Let me just check those back. Oh, you see, look at that. There's a... Oh my god. This shot here, look, doesn't have the extra hidden colour. There you go. It's meant to be like that. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18... 19, 20. so far it's 20 frames long, this piece of animation. There we go. So I'm just gonna keep it like that. Right, file, save, and we are done for the night. There we go. And everyone's now chatting Jurassic Alien free. But we're going to ignore that. Right, anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. A huge thank you to Big Shark and Gas Station Boner Pills for their tips. Most kind of you guys. Hope you guys out there enjoy celebrating Jurassic Park 3 if you want, as much as you can. Or however you wish to do it on the 18th, when this stream will be back live on my channel. Oh no, I can't end on a shot of the Megalosaurus. Yeah, look at that. That's much better. That's a much nicer image to look at. And it's fun. And I did mention this earlier. It's funny how I was painting the Megalosaurus with the Jurassic Park 3 colours, the grey and the red. You know. But yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I will see you guys. If you're on the Discord, I'll update you there when I'm next streaming, but it might even be like 2 weeks from tomorrow. So tomorrow and then 2 weeks, maybe. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the flip. See ya. Bye.
Head for the trays!
This summer, adventure runs wild.
He's coming back!
Oh my God. Feel the rush.
No, Billy!
Jurassic Park 3, rated PG-13.
I think we lost him.